Hi guys, welcome back to another episode of Living in Reality with Azine Williams. Now, social media has become an integral part of our lives. These days, it's quite easy to know what is happening in the lives of your friends and family. You are connected through Instagram, Twitter, WhatsApp, or even TikTok. The world has become a small global village. We express ourselves through posts like pictures, videos, and even emojis and memes. But the question still remains, when do we stop? When can this become too much? When can social media grow from just being a tool for us to express ourselves, promote our businesses, to being a medium for us to hurt other people? Now, in the studio with me, I have our baby lawyer herself, Audrey, to discuss this with me. Social media, the need to trend, to go viral, to get the likes and the clicks. First of all, I like to ask, are you a social media user?
Yes, I am. I'm a social media user.
Like a real social media user, not those that, just post once in a blue moon and just leave.
No, like I consume.
You're
I'd call myself a consumer.
okay,
Yeah.
good. I mean, that's part of it. So what do you think about the latest trend of people trying to do everything, to get the likes, the clicks, to go viral? I think that's the word on social media. Have you ever come across any of those posts that you are like, what the hell is this person thinking?
Yeah, I'd say you see a lot of that on Twitter with the whole toxic vibe, trying to trend as savage, come across as savage, or someone who has the wittiest, jabs
Comebacks.
At the next person. It's needless.
Yes.
That's what I feel. But I also say this: social media is not reality. It's not real life. So we need to try as much as possible to remove the real emotions, the real feelings from things like that. Because even if we want to say, oh, this person is doing the most to come across, to trend, whether it's being savage or toxic or rude or just mean, and then we want to judge the person for doing that just because they want their pages to grow far and whatnot. We also have to remember that in real life, this is not who they are.
So basically, you are saying that people should learn how to separate what happens on social media, with what happens in real life.
Yes.
Even though I agree that social media is not real life, but then this thing we put up on social media sometimes do have real life consequences.
That's true.
So now if you say, okay, if we're going by that logic and say, okay, fine, we should, be able to differentiate between what happens on social media, that's not who the person is in real life. Don't you think that that's like a way of giving people the leeway to keep doing what they keep doing, on social media?
I'm not exactly justifying people doing mean things or evil things on social media. The point I was trying to drive across is if we choose to judge them. I've lost my train of thoughts.
No, it's fine. It's fine. Basically, social media can be a two-edged sword, where on one end, it has the good sides, where you can promote your businesses, where you can, it's an easy way for a talent to be discovered. We've seen a lot of times that, people post a video of them singing, and a big producer, sees them and like, you know what, this person is good. We've seen, people's lives being saved on social media. We've seen people get crowdfunded, people that need it. But also, I think that's where I'm driving at in this, particular episode is, in as much as the good stuff happen, because I'm not a social media addict, but I'm a very heavy user of social media. I'm both a consumer and also, will I say producer? No, not really producer. User, yes. Yeah. I'm an all-round user. So even at that, what I'm trying to say is a lot of times we tend to push it. Nothing is private anymore. And I've seen many instances, but I really don't want to share it now. Because you're my guest. So you have to have the say. I've seen many instances where people nothing is being kept again. It's almost like now, I know some people on social media. I've never met them in real life, but I can tell you where they keep their panties and bras in their house. Like, I can literally tell you, okay, this is where they keep the salt in their kitchen. This is where they do this. I think the line between reality and, social media has been blurred a lot. So that's why when you say we have to separate, the person putting out those things on social media and who the person is in real life, that's why I tend to kind of disagree with that. But be that as it may, let's go into a world which you are quite familiar with, the world of law. What are your opinions on cyberbullying?
Very, very good question. So, cyberbullying, it cuts across a number of things. It could be someone sending you threats. It could be someone bullying you. It could, I just said bullying. It could be someone like trying to intimidate you, someone trying to insult you, someone trying to blackmail you. It's a lot. Basically, anything that pertains bullying or intimidation, it's online. That's just it.
And that's a crime.
Yes, and it's a crime. And it's a wide umbrella. Unfortunately, a lot of us are not aware that...
but ignorance is not an excuse.
It's not an excuse.
Yeah.
But we aren't aware that we...
Or maybe because nobody has been, people forget. I think that's the thing. People forget that what we do on social media have real life consequences.
Yes.
Aside from the law, I think people forget that there is something called a digital footprint. People, put in all this, those profiles without faceless profiles, troll people, and think, oh, nobody's going to catch me because we're in Nigeria. But you can actually be caught, you can actually be prosecuted.
Yes.
But be that as it may, let's go into another side of social media that really baffles me. Have you ever come across a video on TikTok, on Instagram, on a blog, basically, where some person is just unaware of what is happening around them, and the other person is busy videoing the person?
Yes, and then putting that online.
And everybody is kicking and laughing over it. What are your opinions on that?
Okay, I mean, that's just wrong, That's just wrong because you're not even taking permission of the person to be filmed, and that's not okay. It's not your right to just
do
come
that
on video, and say, oh, okay, you just happen to be in my background. No, you have to be. You have to pay attention to these things. You have to be very sure if the person is comfortable with being shown. Some people don't own Android phones out of choice. They don't own like phones that have like internet access out of like their own decision because they don't want to be online. They don't want to have digital footprints. And then you're now taking you're taking a recording of someone unsolicited, and then you're putting it online to maybe grow your platform or get a certain level of popularity. I'd say the person that is in the video, the character or the main actor in that whole skit and situation, they themselves are entitled to whatever
decision or whatever means they want to go about it.
Exactly.
So now there's an incident that happened, I think that was last week or so, and an actor that drowned. We already know the story. What's really, aside from the various things that happened that were not right, another thing that really pricked me was the fact that this guy drowned, and all of them could think of at the moment, instead of trying to do a CPR or something, was to bring out their phones and start recording. Bring out their phones and start going live. Do you think that we as a society have lost it to the extent that something will be happening, something that is a life or death situation? Because that's not the only, I'm just using that to, buttress my point. There's also, situations where a man is beating up the wife in the open, and people are just bringing out phones, and not just in Nigeria. And it's sad to see. Do you think we've lost it? We don't have empathy. All we care about now is the clicks, the likes, the virality,
the shares.
Yes. What do you think about that?
Okay. So I'd approach this question by saying the right answer is neither here
nor there. Okay.
primarily because, okay, we are in a digital day and age, right?
Yes.
And most of the things that are happening, we have the opportunity to put it down in history as it happened, not hearsay. It's not, oh, my father's father told.
So yes.
This one is, oh, go and Google Junior Pope's death 2024.
Yeah.
And then a lot of materials
Videos
will come out.
Yes.
Exactly. So there's that part of it. Meanwhile, while people are trying to raise awareness, they are also forgetting the basic principles of humanity, Someone is going through something, instead of you to think quickly about like the first aid and what to do to help him, you are would I say occupied rather with videoing the event so that people can rush to your live,
yeah,
and can get followers,
yeah.
That's when you cannot be like, okay, this is wrong,
yeah,
and like where did we lose it? Like,
how did we get here?
Like at what point did we see that? Like, okay, you look around you and you see that other people are videoing and you be like, wait, I shouldn't do this, I should go ahead and do this instead.
Exactly.
But no, everybody is videoing because everybody wants their own page to grow.
It's like we now live for, like I always say, the clicks,
yes,
the likes and the shares. Yeah. And also there's this one that really gets me mad. When I said private stuff are no longer private, there's the line between reality and what happens on social media. It's now blurred.
Yes.
You'd see people, sharing everything. Everything. Like, there is nothing that you'd say, okay, this is for me. Because me, I believe that it's not everything that you have to put out there.
Yes.
I'm an avid believer that what you know about me on social media are literally what I want you to know.
Yeah.
It's not who is in real life. Because I believe that people that are on social media, only a few of them are my friends. The rest are just there for the latest video I'm putting up, for the latest entertainment, and here you are putting out your whole life on social media. I think I want to ask you, have you ever been tempted to put out something that is, on social media? Have you ever been in that situation? Have you ever seen anybody put out stuff? Have you ever seen anybody that would put out stuff like that and you're like,
Have I ever seen anyone put out personal,
someone
or private stuff? Someone I know?
Yeah.
Not
really.
To be very honest with you, apart from things like engagements, like wedding engagements, and no.
Do you believe in village people? I want to ask. It's a very, very funny question. Do you believe in village people?
I believe in village people. Yeah.
Do you think that village people is what is holding some people back from, putting out some certain things on social media?
Oh, wow. Interesting.
I mean, some people really want to put out their engagement, their weddings, but village people, the fear of village people.
Oh, right.
And now, imagine, okay, let me give you an instance, right? So, I have a friend. So, she got engaged, I think 2-3 years back. And I was so excited. Oh, she posted a WhatsApp group. And I was so excited. I put it up on my WhatsApp status. My girl I said, put it out. And then I didn't really understand why. It was not later we were discussing, and she was like, don't you know my village people? So maybe sometimes we want to put things out, but when we think of village people and whether they are real or imagined, I do not know. But I shall know that if some certain things happen to you and you've been putting out your whole life, your parents, your elderly people will probably tell you, it's because you're always
always showing.
I know.
Exactly. That's
now, but talking about what people say on social media, right? There's this trend of dragging people online. It's almost like we have now become so robotic that people are afraid of putting out their opinions. Majority of people are afraid of putting out their opinion, because they are like, what if it goes against the status quo? And people will start dragging.
Are you sure though?
I mean,
Nigerians scared of putting out their opinions.
Some people
look at the recent Natalia Obasi thing and Mercy Chinwo. That girl came out to blatantly say that.
Yeah,
pardon me, ball of crap.
Yeah, but I think it's a two-way thing. Now that you've mentioned it, I think it's a two-way thing. I think there are a set of people that are, I don't know where they buy their own audacity from. They spill, and most times not all, but most times, what they put out is trash. It's, filled with lots of irregularities and lies, right? And they put it out maybe for the clicks. And there's also other audacious people that actually say the truth. But on the other divide, we have people that literally do not have the balls to say the truth because somebody influential has already put out something.
I think they are the minority.
Do you understand? No, not really. Okay. I'm a social media person. I've been there. On my other channel, right? When I talk about things and I say it as it is, people will come out and like, no, you can't say that, especially if it's against somebody. Thank you. It's like you cannot, there are some certain people on social media, you can never say anything.
Yeah, Wizkid.
I can't say anything I like about Wizkid. Because I like him.
The attack, the swarm of bees that will come at you.
Isn't that we no longer reason? Honestly,
so.
Isn't that social media has made us that we no longer think? We are not like, zombies that follow the leader. Yes. Even if the leader is headless and going nowhere.
Is not leading.
Do you understand? It cuts across entertainment, football, politics, which is a no-go area.
Once you pick your fave, that's it.
People just...
You've turned into an online warrior.
Why are people online warriors? That's even the annoying thing.
Like, are they giving you feedback of rights?
Like, I don't get
what
it.
Is going on?
How will I... Okay, let me be honest, because this is living in reality. I wanted to say, how will I ever do that? But I've done it. Yeah.
Your fave.
Yes.
You've thrown jabs online.
Yeah, but...
on behalf of your fave.
Yes, and I think the last time I did that was back in 2020 or so. And something changed. I had this whole, and no, I don't always like go out to insult people. I always argue with facts. That's me. Especially when I know you're lying.
Okay.
That's me. But then I had to stop because I had an incident. That's why I always say, sometimes you see if you argue on social media and you see the person you're arguing with in real life, you will hate yourself for doing that.
I see.
I saw the person I was actually arguing with, and I am trying not to be condescending because it's not in me to be that. But I regretted ever battling, like putting my emotions out there for that. And I'm like, now this person, because of this person, it just doesn't make any sense. Yeah. So yes, I've been there, done that, the days of Facebook and all that, but nah, I don't waste my energy. Now, if you tell me 2 + 2 is 90.
Fine. Maybe 92.
I don't care. But I will say what I want to say. If you like, cry. If you like, take it,
Now, the way you're saying this now, isn't that how we would assume the internet trolls and the toxic
No, the difference...
angels,
True.
I would say what I want to say if you like, cry.
No, but the thing is, for me, and I'm trying to be very personal, and I'm not a righteous self... I know I sound very self-righteous, but the truth is, for me, I say it with sense.
Okay.
Like, you can, and I always I give my opinion, right? I give way for, if you want to counter what I'm saying, bring facts.
Mm-hmm.
Some people, they will not counter what you're saying with facts. They will just actually start insulting your parents.
Yeah, isn't it? This is you justifying.
I'm not justifying anything. No. Trolling, no, I don't do that. Nah, no. I can put out my opinion. I don't...
People say facts.
Yeah.
The moment people say, "Oh, me, I'll give you facts," you come and meet me.
No, but the facts I'm giving, it's not about people. I've never, even in the days where I used to have a hot head and type, I don't troll people. Nah, it's not me. Nah,
but that's what we're talking about now. Okay, say for instance now, over this weekend now, who is your fave?
Where I have many faves. In music.
Yeah,
of course, Wizkid.
Okay, Wizkid. Let's say Wizkid does something this weekend now. Yeah. Like everybody's going crazy. But you know, because you're Wizkid FC. Yeah. You know that. My Ayo cannot be doing. He can't be doing this.
No, that's the difference.
You have your facts. I'm coming.
Okay.
And you have your facts.
Yeah.
And then someone now comes and says, "Abeg, Baba, get out, Joe. You're even too you're able to underrated to
Yeah.
be saying something else, and then you now come with all your Grammys.
No, I don't do that.
Wait
I don't do
wait
that.
now. I'm talking about facts. I'm talking
No, I
about
don't do
facts.
that. I'm talking about
So
myself.
you now
I do
pull
not
up.
do
You now
that.
pull up. You now pull up with the facts.
No, I don't do that.
You now pull up
Nah,
with
I'm
that
not jobless.
Whiskey is not
I'm not jobless.
underrated.
No.
Wait
See,
now.
the only time I talk about them is on my channel where I know how to make money. I do. Okay, continue.
You know, dish it out. Dish it out. No. Also, okay. Also, let's not forget that you're doing this because of engagements as well. Because you know that if you give it to this guy hot,
Yeah,
with the facts,
yeah,
people, you're going to get a lot of retweets and likes, and everybody's
but
like,
that's not
please,
me.
this person should not talk to me.
If I was doing stuff for likes and all that, trust me, I would have blown more than now.
So, but
I
then
don't.
we're talking about using facts.
Yeah, but the thing is, that's where I'm coming to. The difference between me and that person. Number one, even if you say whiskey, there's need. I see it a lot on social media. I don't care. Whiskey has done some very nasty things that I do not like, and I'll come out and say it on my channel. Do you understand? I say it, and I'm very constructive about.
That's why
the
I use something about his career.
Even in his career, you know, sometimes he'll release some songs. I'm like, I love you, boy. This song is not it. But then again, I don't put down people's craft. Be it Burna Boy, be it Davido. I like Whiskey, but I enjoy the songs of. I don't have a particular person. I'll be like, oh, I don't listen to this person's song. You get. That's the difference. I will not go and be. Why would I be fighting for Whiskey? Is he paying me? Like, that's what I do not.
That's what we're talking about.
Do you understand?
Now.
I will not do that, because even you that know me in real life and you see where Izine is fighting to, will you not call me and ask me if everything is okay at home?
Yeah.
Do you understand? So I've gone to that level. That's why sometimes when I see things like that, I'm like, are you not loved at home?
Yeah.
You know, when I see some people moving crazy on social media, when I see some people trolling people on social media, I'm like, do you not have a family? Because whether we like it or not, Nigeria is a very family-oriented kind of country. So whatever you do is almost like it's a testament
back, yes, to
where you are coming from. So if I see a girl going nude on social media, all in the name of get ready with me, which is like the trend now, I saw one. She's getting ready with us, and I'm seeing all her things outside. I'm like,
she's getting ready now. She's getting ready to get dressed.
Audrey, you're not serious. You know why? Why? So people,
like we said, the engagement.
That's the thing.
The engagements. You asked me something earlier about if I've posted anything personal, or if I know anyone that has posted anything private. And I wanted to say that one thing that holds me back sometimes is why are you doing? What are you doing it for? Why are you doing this?
Thank you.
You know you want attention. Attention to what? Why do you want attention? Okay, who do you actually want to give attention to this?
Thank you.
And questions like that will actually make me realize that okay, this might be a bit too private to share online.
Thank you.
But I don't think that's everybody's,
no, of course.
Yeah, and I think people don't mind at all, especially like I said, they want their attention to come from a huge market made up of men or kids or mothers or wives, or
they just want attention.
Yes, from whatever target market.
Now you're right. So, but I think what we're trying to drive at is at what cost?
Exactly.
Because today's news in the evening, whatever you're talking about today, you come out and post, it will go viral. Definitely. Nigerians, the internet, we love drama,
and we
engage in that. I will engage in it. I will talk about it. I mean, did you see that girl that did this? Yes. But will I go to bed thinking about you? No. You become stale news. So that you now have to do something else that tops what you have done. If you showed us your pants and bra today, tomorrow maybe you have to go naked and show us your nipples. If you show us nipples tomorrow, you show us the full breast the next day. And I'm not just talking about women, because most times we are always like, oh, it's the women. Most men too do nonsense for attention. On Twitter these days, it's almost like attacking women is what gives this whole alpha macho men nonsense. It's what once you say, oh, Nigerian women have nothing to offer, you see all the men in the comment section. Yes, they all, and going back to what you're saying about separating the person from what they post. It's going to be really hard for me to do that.
Yeah, okay. I was saying that in respect to people who come online with like an agenda. Okay, take for instance now, you have two big let's say two big bodies. You have Buju, for example, and you have Ruga.
Yeah.
And they are coming at each other online, and Buju says something nasty, Ruga says something nasty as well. And then you come and find out later on that
it's a PR stunt
because they're about to drop a song.
Just like Davido. Okay.
They're about to drop a song.
Something happened with Davido this morning. Is it? Yeah. So a lady posted herself all cuddled up with Davido, an international model. And then before we could say Jack, I think her friend also posted a video of Davido kneeling down to beg. Beg for what? I leave you to watch it and tell me what it is he was begging for. Anyways, so now people are like, because this thing consistently, we've seen it with Davido.
Yeah.
Women coming out, And then I saw it and I'm like, is this not another PR stunt? Maybe he's bringing out another album. He's about to drop another album. That's why
one song inside there will talk about cuddling.
Do you understand? But that's where you're coming from. Maybe it's a PR. But then what lingers is even after that PR stunt. Most of us already have this thing when we hear the video we see the video with a girl, we're already thinking. It might not be who he is, but already the social media persona, we've likened it to what he is in real life. So that's where I told you the line it's blurry. If you're coming out every day, some girls, they come out and say, oh, that they are prostitutes. You've not seen it. I've seen it. Young girls. That they are prostitute, and they're saying it with their full chest. Men coming out.
There was that interview last week.
Do you understand? And men coming out to say things. If I see you, I'm sorry, I'm a human being. Yes, I'm a child of God, I'm a Christian, but the human in me, when I see you in real life, I'll be like, this one, you have identified yourself as this, then that is who you are. So I think, in summary, social media is great. You can do your businesses. And I think people don't even understand the power that they have when it comes to social media. You can learn a lot of things.
Yeah.
People want to go viral. People want to trend, probably because they want attention, like you said. Probably because, what they are going to gain. But you don't know that in your quiet place with your data and your smartphone, you can actually gain more without
the controversy.
Thank you.
The bullying.
Do you understand?
Yeah.
You can actually gain more. Someone asked me, was it, I think during Salah celebration, she saw me and she was like, oh, you're a makeup artist. I said, no. I said, oh, who taught you how to do your makeup? I said, I learned on YouTube. And she was like, what? I said, yes, I learned on YouTube. I can't tell you how many recipes I've learned, I've learned so many editing skills on TikTok. I've learned so many stuff on Instagram. And this is the same place a lot of people just go to, like, you know what? Showcase stupidity. Do you understand? But you can learn a lot on social media. You cannot continue being a nuisance, and you think you are growing a fan page. It's almost like now, your number of followers, some very shallow-minded people feel like the number of followers you have equates to maybe your level of intelligence or your level of, I don't know, in life. And it's really sad.
People still think like that.
Huh? Are you being serious right now?
Way.
But I mean, that's why people are buying followers, buying all this, because, let's say you are an influencer. That's another thing about social media. Fake life. My friend said something. She said, if she was to classify rather, social media apps, she would say Instagram is full of fake life. TikTok is just for cruise. Twitter is filled with intellectual people, but still very sadist people. Then Facebook is just for friends and family that you have decided not to reconnect with anymore. And WhatsApp is for our mothers. But if you look at it, it's actually, there's
I can see that.
Do you understand?
I can see that.
But basically, people now do everything, just for the popularity, they don't care what they are popular for.
Yes.
Let them just
be popular.
Because now it's sad, but the world we live in, most people don't really values are no longer valued like that. It's now always about who are you, how much are you earning, how much do people know you, and then somehow people on the internet feel like you have more followers than you have more IQ. But
That's weird.
yeah. But anyways, it is what it is.
That's what it is.
So what advice do you have to give to young people, Gen Zs, because you're one of them, right?
Mm-hmm.
What advice do you have to give them on, the whole topic of social media, how to use it correctly, not to lose yourself while trying to please a bunch of strangers that will forget about you when the next story pops up?
Yeah, I think it's easy to say that you need to, try to remember that social media is not reality.
Mm.
Because sometimes you put something out there and it doesn't get the approval or the attention that you intended for it to, and then you allow it to affect you in real life.
Mm.
You're sad,
Depressed.
you're unmotivated, you feel depressed, you feel slow, you feel not loved, not seen, not wanted, like you don't have anything to offer. Yes, and then like it gets you, passing of aggression to the next person,
Yeah.
not applying yourself fully, lowering your self-esteem and what and whatnot. This is apart from you looking into someone else's life, and internalizing what they are showing you, not what they're going through.
Yeah.
Do you understand? So like try to limit the confusion between social media and reality. And another thing would be understanding our digital footprints.
Yeah.
Because the world has never had this before.
Yeah.
This amount of exposure to information about each other. I keep saying that places like Korea, they really, would I say, safeguarded themselves from the toxicity of like the outside world.
Definitely not South Korea.
No.
North.
In terms of exposure, seeing who they really are, they don't even use apps like Facebook, Instagram, so you can't even exactly see what their culture is like. But what I'm trying to say, my point is like knowing what you're putting out there is going to follow you. Like we said, it's digital footprint, and you can never tell. As much as you want to, form, I don't care what people say about me or think about me. You do.
True.
You actually do.
True.
We met the world, we're experiencing the world, and we're going to leave it behind. So if anything's like forever, it will be things like reputation or a good name, or being careful. So like just be a bit more careful with what you put out there about yourself. People get killed from their posts.
True.
So it's not everything that, okay, it feels like a jolly good time, let me put it out there or something. Even for you to just, protect yourself.
Yeah.
You can put something out there thinking, it's a very honest, I didn't mean to be racist, I didn't mean to be insulting, I didn't mean to be condescending but then there's millions of people that cannot see it the way you see it, and then they come at you and that affects you.
Yeah.
Once again, if you find it hard separating reality from social media.
Coming from taking from what you just said, it's imperative that we learn that, number one, social media is not real life.
No, it's not.
But it can harm you in real life. People have committed suicide. People have, died.
People kill people
just because of what has been posted on social media. There was an instance of this girl posting her ex's house number. It didn't happen in Nigeria. Because she was having issues with her ex, and her ex was part of a gang or something, and she posted the ex's house number on Facebook, and the next 30 to how many minutes, the guy was killed by a rival gang, telling us that what we put out there on social media is very, very important. When you put out your house, like I said in the beginning, some people I know where things are in their house, and I've never visited their estate before. I've never been to their house before, but I can tell you what goes on in that house. It's imperative that we know there are limits to this. Too much of everything can never be good.
No.
Some people are addicted to social media.
Yeah.
Some people, before they even open their eyes, they're already reaching out for their phones. So at the end of the day, let us utilize, the goodness that comes out of social media. It's a gift.
Yeah.
That you can be in Nigeria and know what is happening in the world. You don't have to, wait for the print media or the television stations to tell you what is happening. It's a gift. Let's not abuse it. Let's know that there are beautiful things on the internet that you can actually, take advantage of, and not just, being, again, a nuisance on social media. Let the trolling, all those things, in 5 years, would they matter? Some people have trolled so much that they trolled their destiny helper.
Yeah.
Some people,
you know this guy Buju, like they keep bringing old tweets back of him trolling you, like risky.
Even Big Brother Niger, I've seen housemates that get into the house and tweets that they put out, people start digging it up, and it's,
that's that thing on your digital footprint.
Do you understand? Again. From the past, it's hurting them.
Yeah.
People have been denied jobs because of what they put out on social media.
Yeah.
People have actually been targeted, denied visas because of what they put out. Before you put out a thought, calm down, think about it. Because even if you put it out in 0. how many seconds, somebody can screenshot it, somebody can screen record it, and before you know it, it's almost everywhere on social media, on someone's phone that you do not even know. So at the end of the day, social media is good.
Yeah.
But how we use it is what really matters.
I'd also like to say that, yes, there's freedom of speech, but we shouldn't take that too literal.
Freedom as put us after speech.
Yes.
Is that guaranteed?
It's not really, assured. So yeah, what's your freedom?
Yeah. She's talking as a lawyer.
Oh, wow.
Thank you so much, Audrey, for doing this. It's been a very educating and quite entertaining episode, because this has always been one thing I've always wanted to talk about.
Yeah, I enjoyed being in your chair.
I enjoy having you.
Thank you.
She's so soft, and elegant.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, guys, for another episode of Living in Reality with Azinne Williams. I can't wait to be back here again next week for another exciting episode. And until then, take care of yourself and have yourself a beautiful day. Bye.